So here's the thing, this is how I'm going to be pretty much for the entirety of 2023. I'm just going to go to your colleges and your schools with this sign. Change my mind.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Are you curious where you can watch the latest episode of Kamen Rider and Sentai every week? Well, since there is no official release, you might have to resort to alternative methods. Personally, when I search for website to watch Tokusatsu, my top priority is to safeguard my personal data. That's why I rely on SurfsharkVPN, the sponsor of today's video. With Surfshark, your online safety and privacy is paramount as it is effective at concealing your online activities through its VPN capabilities. By encrypting your internet traffic that nobody can pry into your online endeavors or track your digital whereabouts. Additionally, Surfshark enables you to virtually explore the world with a tap, thanks to its ability to change your VPN address. By switching your location to anywhere in America, let's say, you can access at least over 10 Ultraman shows and movies, or explore other Toku shows available on Tokusatsu. You can poke around at the Japanese Premium Bandai page and discover a captivating array of expensive children's toys. I highly recommend getting Surfshark VPN today, as it comes with an extra 3 months. Simply click the link in the description, and if you are unsatisfied, rest assured there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So why wait any longer? Take advantage of this fantastic offer and sign up now. It's an incredible opportunity for all of you, my fellow Tokusatsu fans. With the death of Beroba and Keiwa fully siding with Ace and the gang, Kekera wants to destroy Keiwa once and for all. So, with Black Tsurumi's weird wishful powers that just now activate instantaneously, while last episode it took a while, let's not talk about semantics, he creates a world where he can fight Keiwa, making all of the riders transform into inanimate objects. In exception to Ace, it takes a while, okay? Kekera comes in and kidnaps both Daichi and Keiwa after they successfully saved Sarah. And he presents to Keiwa and the big Jumbotron that is getting a lot of use, specifically in the last couple of episodes, his bad end game. He also kidnapped a family of 3 that Keiwa needs to save from a herd of Jamato, because they're relevant again, or at least when the show needs them, they would be there, from killing them. But he has only one obstacle, being Kekera. But Kekera did rig the game with him creating an invisible wall that only he can actually enter. But when the Jamato get released, Daichi saves the family, because he still has his Jamato powers that he didn't use last episode, but also he was the one that actually grew the Jamato, so it's easy for him to actually mind control the Jamato. So he leaves Kekera and Keiwa to fight, and Keiwa wins, using his final form just to do a rider kick. Your name is Bujin Sword. You didn't use your sword. What's the deal with that? Keiwa thanks Kekera for making him a Kamen Rider. Kekera doesn't really show a lot of regret for what he did, but he was very happy that Keiwa found his real resolve. And maybe he thinks that he might have been slightly the problem in this entire situation. And after Kekera gets his ideal laugh, he dies. Thank you, Kekera, for being the damn best character in this show. In exception to a bit of this part of the episode, it was pretty damn good. How much I believe Keiwa's redemption arc alongside him turning evil were pretty rushed, but everything including Kekera was great, because Kekera as a character was amazing. I don't care, he's the most well developed and least rushed character in the entire series here. Because it's insane that like when everybody just got rushed, Kekera was the one that kind of stayed in its lane and just gone slowly and slowly. And the character kind of opened up and we understand that, oh yeah, he did see Keiwa as an actual rider, but he saw it as way more of a checklist. How to be a real Kamen Rider and not, you know, being more than just the hero that wears a mask to mask his sorrow. And that's great because it kind of gives us almost like a third person view at us as like rider fans, and some of us can be like Kekera. And it's really interesting to see if some people like that watch Geats and watch Kekera and it's like, oh, that sounds a lot like me. Maybe this is not what a Kamen Rider really should be. It should be it, but it shouldn't be what Keiwa kind of became when he kind of got Bujin Sword and was very vengeful. He's supposed to be like a hero that, yeah, suffer a great tragedy, but also is not vengeful. He's literally saving people because he's a genuine good person that has the power to save people and would not do something selfish as resetting the world over and over and over until he gets his own happiness. And I'm going to state this once more because Kekera isn't coming back. Kekera is not only straight up the best supporter in the show, but also the overall best character. I'm going to die on that hill. I don't care. Prove me wrong. Now to the part that I hated about this portion of the episode, being Daichi being a flat out good guy now. I get it. Some of you did try to really reason with Daichi as a character, and he did try to explain his want for real happiness, but also thinking that he might not get any happiness because he doesn't have any humanity in him. And Keiwa's like affirmation of like, no, you can find happiness. Like, that was great. The problem is Daichi as a character was two-dimensional from the start. He was never really explored upon a lot. He was very much kind of like, oh, let's have this straight up like evil character. Because let's not forget, this man was planning his revenge because Keiwa beat him in his own game, making him get eliminated from the disaster. And he had waited and planned and orchestrated the perfect act of revenge, and that is killing his sister. Again, he's a grown-ass man that did that because another fucking player eliminated from a game. I'm sorry, you can't be that much of a hater and then just, oh, I'm a good guy now. No, like if the show would have explored Daichi as a character and we get to see who Daichi is kind of outside of the DGP, like we did with like any other character in the show, I would have cared more. But here's the problem, I just don't. I wish I did, but I just don't. I'm still going to say it, the pawn would have been a lot easier to redeem than Daichi. Because again, Daichi is a grown-ass man, while the pawn was a child. For the second part of the episode, it being revolved around Jito with his unexplained new driver. I don't care what you say, he just pulled it out of his damn ass, with no explanation. Because why the hell that the show would care about its own lore almost 3 episodes before the ending, trying to quick up the process of Ace turning into a statue. But with the help of Keiwa, Ace breaks the chain and fights Jito Regard Rider form with his very floppy shoulder pads and beats him, just to have Sue come in explaining to Ace that Jito was just a part of him and he created Jito just to gets more power, or at least more information, and he takes the new premium Bandai driver and transforms into Kamen Rider Regard Omega. While we have a new DGP with everyone being riders, but the difference is those riders are probably going to fight our main 4. I don't remember the last time we saw Punk Jack transform, but our main 4 and try to stop them from making the perfect world to end this episode. I still have no clue why we have Soul as the main villain, or at least the final boss of the season. Geats already beat him. Like, he already did that. Now you're telling us there is a new rider system that feels like so haphazardly done, because you can clearly see, when you see close-ups, you can actually see like paint chipping, almost like Bandai told them, hey, we're doing a new driver, so do it again, just make a new suit, we don't care. Like, it feels so haphazardly done, because like Ace specifically beat Soul, like what, like more than 10 episodes ago? So why he's the final boss? Like, why they couldn't just make it Samus? Because Samus is a character, barely did anything, and I don't remember when was the last time we actually saw her. You could have had like the new Gazer be Samus and have Ace beat Samus, and then have, you know, Ace versus Soul as the actual final battle. But I don't care anymore because I already saw Ace beat Soul, and we already were told that Soul is like extremely powerful. So why would I care now? And if we already talking about things that I don't care about, is making more riders civilians or making more civilians into riders. Why are you doing it now? Again, it feels like maybe Yuya really wanted to do a full-on battle royale and someone stopped him. I hope that was his intention. I truly hope. But it just doesn't have the effect that the Desire Royale had. I don't know. I don't really care anymore. I kind of like gave up on really trying to do something with Geats and make, like, look at the really great and bright sides of Geats. Like, this episode was a lot better than the last couple of like episodes in the last couple of weeks, but it's pretty much been carried by Kekera and Keiwa, 2 characters that one of them died while the other one is totally going to take the backseat to Ace. So like, I don't know what's going to be in the finale. But now let's talk about those damn suits. Regard Omega and regular Regard are pretty much the same suit. I like the waistcoat, it's really cool, and I really like how much, yes, I did laugh about Regard's and probably Regard's Omega very floppy shoulder pads, because for goodness sake, it looks extremely funny, but both of them look really cool, and it's an interesting kit bash, being parts of the Vision Driver users' undersuits and like cuffs and like knee pads and boots, while like having like a waistcoat that probably is from like Build or something, and the Assault Wolf chest piece that looks really cool. I like the new details of like the eyes that the viewers actually is like attached to the suit, and it's a really cool detail. I like the color combination of like the gold and red and black. It looks really cool. And if we really talk about like helmets, I think Regard's helmet looks cool, while Regard Omega looks like really cool. I actually straight up love this. I think like it very much resembles, and maybe it's just me, but it resembles like the great leader of Shocker when he like removes his hood and it's just a big ass eye. It looks cool. Hey, like one thing I can say about Geats, he had really cool suits. So yeah, what you thought about this episode of Geats? Comment below, let me know. Thank you very much for Surfshark for sponsoring my channel. Subscribe to my channel if you already didn't. Thank you very much, Have a great rest of your day!